All right, Awisha, my mama kwaba Emra Odia Sampa TV. Moson for Odia Sampa ni. Chidi ampa bi kwa ni mi ni ehwe yenwe de me gidi se oho eye. Sana menso odoma kuma adawrement no me ho odin. Awisha, we de ebedi nkomo kakra bi eye NPP amanyokuo no ye call 2024 election no. Omulusu ye na we ana omulusu ni mo no. Afei ena Dr. Eii Bawumia atenase ana ose omoko Thanksgiving tour na me tenase ana am say na nipa ben na wako election warrior was me kwa akodase say marry awo but enye na seda na kwa akoda no mu nkomo na ebedi nsem ahodo ewom ene eba bedi hu nkomo according to ono in bebre na eye propaganda say eye we no omawe no anase lusu na omlusu ye no eye because of say ono no eye Muslim na osan eye tribal na Ghana de enye sa na yetie na abushia yebedi mu nkomo as usual na your reaction ene ye be ye nsam ni mo no miwie a yebetie nsam okan ye abra oye say ebeko Thanksgiving tour no ne ensam okan na wiya me wo videos ahodo bi a ewe ekira me de be kira o say ono ankasa ne campaign mu no na or the tribalism any religiosity na ede eye campaign ede makasa platform we oba so enye NDC platform na enye NPP platform ye kan okre no se ne be ya oman no ebetumi afa ne ntomo apa efira enu nti na yen ye wo hanom nti se eye NDC o se eye NPP o ne ye koso bia no ye beka ho asem ba ansa na ye bedi nkomo na abusia ye nje nkrato wi emra
ano kwamo mienka na awodi nipa pina ekwa tete mu pao amani pampempema wale agu odia sampa spiritual and herbal center awo wo mo yade se wo mbe mu wanya basisi a yade bi tise stroke gonorrhea anabama waye mre e wampamu low sperm count wo mo anu aduro tatahwe ene je sem ne se seba ne sunsum nsem a wo mo telete se ye sunsum aware anasa yare bi ne yade amawo pampabone anabo ana wanya abai amane e court case wo betu charge osisi anam omadwuma panti ni pampempem ene be fo kofie ekoye sunsum nyuma edemom samosini ene enzimani akabom dia sunsum niama asie betu obi age wukunu anasa woyere awaresem adwumasem akwantuom nsem ni nyina aya sumasem fa bedan odia sampa spiritual and herbal center obehuyan
New Koforidua ejoso ne konongo infinfin aye Ashanti region ehon ma number aye didi dwuma no aye 054 3304976 and I say 020 134 0421 054 330 4976 and I say 020 134 0421
Odia Sampa Spiritual and Herbal Center yebediwa samamau
Odia Sampa Spiritual and Herbal Center yebediwa sam ama kama enti se ebia yare bi house ye asthma diabetes hepatitis B anase gonorrhea o mema sam enkoyie Odia Sampa manpower ne de agidin yenuanom omo amanone a omonim ne de enokra de ehun hia se meka ehun asem bebre ade akyerewo efise omo no ankasa agi aduro no atum sunsum asem de me se menka ho asem ewo media so owo bibia no an se obefa number no 0543304976 na wa frame abusia yenko Dr. Eii Bawumia nensam okaye eno ne ewia machrawo se omo campaign mu isi sankofo wem no afa Ghana for granted into no abrene abrebia no so omo kan asem aya na minim omo fi se yentumi ndwen anase yehu ne eko ole se ne be ya mekasa enwa no yendi kan kotie ba mesro se odwan ne life ya bo love no so se ebi akire so na obeba ba two video no so no wabo modern ahye sisi am say this time around ye be more life na ye koyanim na nipa wo so na bia obi so pese ofre na owadwenkyere bi afa ne ye kan ho se wo ne ye adwen se wo ne enya adwen no ye hina ye toto adwen enye se ye toto adwen a mfaso enni so a ye bewie no ne yakasa ama yem aduane hina asa ye nya mfaso emum ye toto adwen nda bi minua ha ukoni sei ana wei nti na ma all can say ana say wei nti na all ye say na at the end no ye ka into conclusion a ebeboa ama oman no afa ne ntoma pa afira na say da bia me ka say yen kra ye anya so mfaso a enchirima a ebeba no aba abenya so mfaso a why not you are welcome into no at the end of the program na say bia nipa also na bia nkofo pesa omchero ma adwen a the number no ebetudwa na obi bia so atumi afre akere na adwen ebi TNT Dr. Mahmood Bawumia.
You've been very, very, very supportive. And I have recognized this. And for some time now, I have been supportive of the salaries of a few of the women who are here. And I will continue to be supportive of you and even go further in that regard. I also want to, I also want to thank my running mate and my campaign team for their full support. They've done very, very well across this campaign. The fact is, we worked very hard. We tried to get everybody involved. As you know, the General Secretary was the Director of Operations for the campaign. The women's organizer organized the women, the youth organizer organized the youth, the national coordinator handled the Zongo, and so on. So we tried to do as much as we could. Notwithstanding our hard work, however, we still suffered a heavy defeat. And when you look at what happened, you will see that it was internal. Many of our supporters did not come out to vote. This is really fundamentally why we lost the election. If you look at 2020 vis-a-vis 2024, 2.1 million of our supporters didn't come out to vote. 2.1 million. And you look at John Mohammed's votes, his votes went up by maybe 115,000. So he increased by 115,000 and we went down by 2.1 billion. And that is basically why we did not win. So the key to victory going forward is within the NPP. It is within ourselves because we decided not to vote. So if we decide to vote, we will win. So the key is ourselves. It is ourselves. So
Abushin, asem Dr. Mahmood Bawumia Ekano. Nefra bin ebia one ne nyadwen but he no kre. Internally no eka ho bi because ono ankasa as a vice president en na nado dankwa Akufo-Addo as a president na omu ntie Ghana for ano asem. Omu nya take decision na eno ano no. Because during campaign time, na obi biara, especially for social media, obi asi no can no vote, no can no vote. Obi asi Honorable Kennedy Japan, and almost as NPP flag bearer. Now so because of particular group, and I say on one case Dr. Mahmood Bawumia, any His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo almost selfishness inti no omo antie Ghana for asem te say na mo pass e-levy Ghana for kan e-levy mo the best come here e-levy mo the best come here mo antie obia asem including one kasa mo party members inti na ha mo duties na burden din according to statistics ye ina ye hu bi pragia moto eno wanwan a price and momo baaye the way a price is rise ye na Ghana for etiam man kasa Ghana for ho ni na so na ka mo NPP for no this one of the reason na intime de bia me ba me ka se he momia for partisan ento nchen because duties ni ade ko soro wo a wote fa body ebeto me chalk wo a wote brabe bomi wo a wote amukom wo a wote ye ka ne sei enzema tikobo wo a wote ehemfa ankobra wo a wote voter nwanwan ne northern party nyina no ye two duties mu se ekim sa wo ye NPP ni sa wo ye NDC ni ebe kan the only people affect few bring those political party in paying for no and de benyo ti adidi mu inti no na eka that's the more reason I make say ye nya to abawi amom yemfa partisan ento nchen se nipa ne ya ade na ya yembo na baso o ya ade na nsem fata mom yen kan kire nse ne oye no ensem fata inti se Bawumia ka se ono aye internally ena mom lucy ya omwa because as usual ye na ye nim oba ye account community ni mu titru ye nuanom asantefo no omo policy nyina ne se me de me ya asantini me party any NPP inti this time around ro kra na NPP aya de amana show mo no the only decision obetumi take no say na me nkoto abakora metena mbaabi adwen me ho and as usual no oko the northern part and voter part almost no sa mistake na ye repeat from 19 kojo ho abesi eno me yesirimuni me ye ayigbeni me so me party any NDC eno omo de yo ye kokoto dem a His Excellency John Dramani Mahama intini say aha no Dr. Mahmood Bawumia kasa mene ne ya adwen but ensem bi ewo akire no eno enam ne obedi hu komo no ma kire o say politicians enka nokre but ye ranke Ghana ha politician otwa ntro nkasa ma wo kra na wo de wo say hu se obi twa ntro kra na otum say papa we de ntro kese pa na otwa de sa no baby America no ye MPP ni obubefu ana wo ntia ase by the end of the video no so wo also de nokre ebedi adwuma obo sa asem America no eye nokre trudo nti wo de ye nto anesam ne so.
That is what we have to understand and take going forward. When we finished the election, there were so many people who were giving different reasons for why we lost. So many different reasons. But people were speaking without data. And you can only speak forcefully with data. When you look at the reasons people were offering, one of the reasons people offered was that they said that they didn't vote for us because our presidential candidate was Muslim. Have you not heard that? Didn't you hear that? When I heard that, I said, this doesn't make sense. This is not the Ghana that I know. Because if you look at it, we went for primaries. We had 10 contestants.
Bawumia, the Ghana you know ne de na Ghana for ye tie majority and mwankasa politicians mo term ne say majority carry the vote. Ghana for consider religiosity into even I can't say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama kra no na enkofo prefer no adentia oye ceremony and niema omo consider na kese ne say oye Christoni intino emre aso say mo politicians no say oman ye na mo pe na oman no nkanko na mo pa mo mfa nokra nya adwuma na mo educate nkofo ne say da bi enye babia ye free ena enye soma ye wom nemom message ye vision na mo mfa madwen ensi so inti so obeka kire say Ghana na wonim na enye sa na tia that's the more reason I make sure say entro no ye kan Ghana politician na onka nokra o ene ye be rank number 1 o de yan to ansam no so.
I was 1 Muslim, 9 Christians, but the NPP voted for the Muslim presidential candidate. So that could not be the case.
NPP ya tuomo tuaba no edema all because delegate na nkasa no ketewa bi and mutumi influence omo. That's the more reason na omo tomao but enye se ebi a pe na omo pe wasem den ena ba ya ema alankash etwe no ho free party ni mu den ena ba ya ema Honorable Kennedy Japan abufu yi a okasa wo ene nanado dankwa akufo obema wo showdown chere reason my reason ti a eba sa intino se bi abeka se monam ye kan say 10 wanwan ena ye yi wo onkwa wo ye muslima because wo nanado na a follow party no and with more influence any idea na mutumi di influence ni pakuma bi we are making enyame na mutual ntro anasa make asem bi a enim that time yin na ye gu social media so obi bia no kin no vote because na Honorable Kennedy Japan kan okrebi niema bi a ekoso a enkoyie na ohu se Ghana for esu no na oka bi de mai na mo ankasa no mo ye mo tactics ene niema bi and I want to go about Edemount.
So I decided to do some data analysis to test this hypothesis. And when you look at the data is very clear. In many constituencies across the country, the NPP presidential candidate performed better than the Christian parliamentary candidate. In many constituencies across. So it couldn't be if they were voting because of religion, I shouldn't be performing better than the Christian parliamentary candidate.
You can say, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, why Kasano data no? I also what nas and Nanka owns and no. Data no winyano and yet accurate because Moana Obaya Obeka said data analysis what Gadano HRSA mu wini massively hands down nti aba ne say aden ena wo data no antumi ankyere wa mo hu say internally na ankasa no mu wo problem nti ebetwe wasan nti we kra actual say wo data analysis na ankasa no adada o te say ne abre ni abre bia no ba bedada yen Ghana fo metitiriu ade amedi dwa Bawumia eye time ye ina ye ni tua network up to now kra na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Abeya, where you communicator, and Kayere se banawe, mafexe ye network edi amayi. Network, internet board den nanso ubeto data. Ne board na wamia weni atono. Ye foreign call, anasa WhatsApp call ubeti reconnecting unstable network. Find a different location. Oba find the location. Oba for kube kra kotina kube na pampom. Still, na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia aba beka kire ye say wa launch 5G. E wa bra 4G na akasa no. Ye hu so uko ye nkra ase ahodo kra na network mpo enye adwuma e wo honom. Na ne atwa msunu mu amese me mfa doctor mpo emfa nso Bawumia din su biu. Any sa school kwole ya na kwa mebedi akone yenue plus 1 TV ekoye onu ani kuromo the northern part honum na hwe dex maya ma nkwala mo de dade na ye sa dex bodamfo we edi amma school nkwala asan kra amfele atro udi edi agu anim donated by Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na we Ghana fasen abeto aba edi ama obiem ewo mede da bia me ka say choice na Ghana for echusu ye no enye the right choice na wo kra de na wo ye disqualified kra into say NPP e bia mo pesa mo ba power biem because Ghana for na nkasa na de NPP NDC mo pesa mo ba biem mo de a mo momodiana Bawumia mo park ni nsi nchen enye sa na sa mo sign de Bawumia ba biem mo de a ene ewe ne de mo ba report and NDC for who say Bawamis mo be sign the Bawumia ba enti no mo ka kira mo say mo betena opposition ache no NDC for humpa NDC for mo mobile bia o ebra papa bia ni ho a NDC for airbo nanado na aye ama aye te say eyi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama enya anuonyam bio na den na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama bai wo ye mo sha ase na ye chi o ECG cables ne wan ayera and ase elman ya ye serious no ade we nya ade a esi nkwan nchen baabi nwa ba be ka krem so obi na abetam de akọ ebeduru habo and this containers atumi nya ataban atu ede ayera and we nyina no Ghana for ehu na kwame A+ atumi abetena aka say ai sa container na ayera no NPP for na afa eno mpeso mo digu NDC for anim ase wase aka say galamse a omo ye no NPP for ena eye sa galamse no ede gu Mahama mamu anim ase na wo a wo sabi o wo ya badwemma na wo tena ase a wo dwen yie no ube wo say even kwame A+ asem we a wo kan ye no eya temdidie kase ede ma His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene ne NDC amanyokuo no efisa mo na mo wo power na se muntumi enyusu power no emfa nya ade a ebeboa oman Ghana ene na power no aye de amamo no sen ene yesifa ede amamo but we because of say partisan edi ya kasa citizen no ya dwe nti no obi ka ensemunu kra ekire ya ye hu se nipa ne nsam ya wo ken eye nsemunu ne age atumu sa ne ye de nam ai nyo kan ne de eye nokre but to me amete ha na mitumi adwen esusu niam ahokọ ekire no me hu se eye big insult edema His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene na manyoku because Ghana for ato abakese say ede amount parliament una ukuta the biggest members of parliament ewo honum and one kasa no wanya big win ten esi ukwan na mutumi ena yakwa chicken ofoliata ene wanwan ewi ase no na mo atwa mo ho park no ofoliata achaw na wei ena yakohu containers sika bebre ni nyina no enkonkosi hwe Ghana nsamo de abushia besro so be sha video na kwa chiri
in Team Fortune, who is giving a lot of heat to the government at the moment in Thailand. In Team Fortune is a reverend father in Team Fortune, as in South. But I did better than him in his constituency. So he did so well. I mean, he did and mobilized the votes for me, and I thank him very much. But if you look at all across the country, the fact is that there was no religious factor in the voting. It is only propaganda. There is no religious factor. And in fact, we sought to see so many different institutions undertook research and undertook study.
Abusha aha na me point no ewo no. Ose lusu na omulusu ye no enye religious factor any tribal one eha ena nanusi a me be kire wo say eye religiosity any tribal fighter because onu ankasa na no nsem a okan ye no eno ena de no ebe wie sei because ye yina ye nim say Ghana eba ne say the Christian country the Christian body ena the Muslim body no yeti asundwemu all right nanso no eba ne say ye politics na unya shepe ekọ honom kwa ade a na odi ase ewoyemu but uba publicly and as oye wa just obe from kukwam no aka obi to honom ade no beba out to dey entie na ewi a na ma show no ankasa religiosity no dey start any tribalism no.
The question, you had our MPs, you had Conrad Adenauer, you had Global Info Analytics, you had different institutions. But when you look at it all, they all came to the conclusion that it wasn't an issue of religion, it is not an issue of tribe. Those two issues have been ruled out in all the findings from different surveys that have been done. So as a party, I'm very, very happy that, and as a country, I'm very, very happy that religion and tribe has not entered our political discourse. We should not therefore allow people to come in to play propaganda with religion and tribe. We are one nation. We will.
Abushia handsome no na mpese utie ni ye no ni wi a ya sen akwakotie ono ankasa na num asem. That's the more reason I make actually will say in Ghana politics ye ka politician on kind of crepa top one Eii Bawumia ode ye mana no nto
all go together and we will move, whether we are Muslims or Christians, we will all work together for the good of this country. And that is how we should try to get everybody going forward. I am very, very happy that Professor Michael Okoye and his Elections Review Committee have submitted their report.
Nti abushia wa kasa wie na yentie ono ankasa na num asem e wa ha yentie ono ankasa na num asem wa
I have been selected partly because I'm a Muslim. So I'm selected because I'm one of you. I'm not representing myself, I'm representing all of us. So please support benefit our people. I have been selected partly because I'm a Muslim. So I'm selected because I'm one of you. I'm not representing myself, I'm representing all of us. So please support. Let us make a difference in Ghana in our generation. Thank you very much for that.
Otie or say I have been selected because I am a Muslim. I have been selected because I am one of you. So I am here for you. Now what be generation I catch you say, I Ghana ye politics there, ye mfa religion, any tribalism enkum. Enya no ano no, yensa nti a hanso nsem o kan ro ha.
Enti Ushe North na Ushe Zongwa, two strongholds. Dr. Bawumia begina ebetofo. Etofo so a NDC timi win election. Voter region, we call Jina voter region, making more votes. I'm a NPP. Where voter region? Making more votes. I'm a voter. And yes, sir. Making voters, so making empty almost strongholds. No, you know, ebe shaky omo. Enintina, Omusuro Dr. Bawumia sir. And yes, sir. Because omo nyina nim say ne begina ho a mema omo show down
ene me fa ofidi
Na abushia ohun se wankasa ote nsem a okaye no ade nti na northern region na voter region no ono be konka because oye Silimuni, because oye Muslim, and because of politics into ebasa akra na omwa na omso omo ya gidi for so na omo refi omo gidi abosom dem yehu ni video a na me pe video na ma show a kirawo Bawumia ekọ abosom dem ema ye twa akokọ egu ne nan so ye di before na so ko gina abosom so e kanche ye na na ma sorry dem mu meaning say wan kasa no onye no krekanfo ema ho yes ye nyina ye baako ena eba ne say osumu a even a Christopher bebre na ekọ abosom fie but omo sha omo kukuom ena ekọ but Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia de o de be convince wo bia nti no makọ abosom fie okope yi wo ho makọ a Christopher ho makọ yewe wo ho makọ Muslim fo ho and okọ omumu bia ho so a owonsam a okoka eden ede ekere omo ene omo ne and one thing a enkofo we mo me say NDC for ahu inti a ema omo kase omo betena opposition ache na me kase se omo ansesa Bawumia na sister mo se Bawumia na mo de ne bekwa opposition de mo betena ache se Ghana fo anyo omo adwen se yansesa ya adwen na yanto aba emfama third force bi na sister NPP ni NDC na omo ye de NDC no bekwa so atena so because enkofo we mu omo ntumi realize omo mistake. And this religiosity no ankasa no edi adwen ma yentumi endwen say nipa enkwa chire no eno ana yedidi mu aba abedru ahanomi hwe NPP mpanyinfo gurus a edi party no anim communicator baako ena I think say general wine crown no general secretary nsama kan say lusu a lusu ye no spiritual afa de communicator en kwa de omeka mienti a ode yenti num asa na nkwa yesa me na American asama sha ma no ode yenti
se bia sofofo a dima party no sunsumu se abato ye koto ye fozi me say enye ni so
okay ohun se
sunsumu no ma ye adwuma
okay
obi betima ya do betima nyama but dem hu na America
yeah
since spiritually we lost the elections if se be asofofo bia na so mo so ejina ma ye se be ye maame mu bia omokom na so bompaye ye papa mu kom na so bompaye ma party omote dai if se de bufu e de ewo
baba
if se fox enko ba se 16 regions ase NPP for efa fon frefro mo ho sa abane enkoto
asem
se intimacy if se den na ye koto aba Saturday it's time for dodo na so mo koto aba no oko north the same oba buna the same ahafu same Ashanti same western region baby almost so mo koto aba no and you tell me say when you sunsumasem
BBC
if you say ebia asquaf for so mo koto kra okay asquaf for the so mo koto ebia constituency asquaf so mo ntamampon do mo to or ebia do me kwabenya for to but for your stronghold esi dey ko ba say ebia sunyane west sunyane east do me kwabenya etimidi nkuku osa
bia
constituency go ha yendi nkuku da ebitimisi enti no me ko so a ankoyi na edu samre ya se be so bi eso ejina
secretary started bank of watch
enti abusha this the reason I am maker and this inkofo we mu and ya form so omundi yanim e ba ne se critical thinking na yentumi nyusu bi nti ye bibia no ye de spiritual ye bibia no ye de se eye honhom bi na ye bibia no ye dwen se sofo bi young man no opportunity bi sofo bi oya de ensem fatane ye kan ye enu nti ene ye lusu but omuntumi ntrase ehu se dabi aha ena fort ni free ana aha ena fort no e free this is the reason abema oman no ye bekoso esi apini until sankophobia ye from say omu ye leaders no ye tumi a change omo ankasa inti amrebuti Ibrahim Tuare asama oka no omu bisa say da ben e no be return into democracy and obi so omu say dey in democracy na democracy ni entena ho e ma ne nkoye say obi efri ba bi no aba be hyehe e de amaye no na say ye be practice democracy na yenjai omu no mu nko nipa ne ho no mu nka ade a omu ba be ye ama omu na enye say ebia ye de niam bi be influence omu eno na yete hanu my experience no ntino e ba ne say critical thinking na nkasa yenyusu critical thinking na fanya ade de a yen de debut eno no ebi ni ho o de yentie papa enso ensama oka this is the reason asofo ebu nipa ewo man mu hanom asofo egada nkofo edigu asori dem ye niam ensam fata na politicians ni na omano dwom obiantumi nkasa obianka ho asamo wonne sofo nya asama wasamo wo mukra na politician beba abesole agina sofo na chi nti asofo bebre ni wei agrada eji we gold obi nim eji we gold na wei chese asofo nsama ye tin okromu ha obi biara antumi aka ho asam enye Ghana kwa extend ya kwa Nigeria nti obi ti se TB Joshua esheda epraneye according to message na free on eba esheda epraneye ebu edan egu nipa almost 1,000 plus eso emomu wuye wanko gina court babia nyia no se eba ne sen anase eba ne sen ni otumi beka ya ne se ohun se pray ni bi na masori dan ni ti wona also hu ade nti aden na that particular they want to me hu anase nyankopon anyia nkyera wo se eyi we na eye den eba besi eye saa nti no man kasa no asofo na to politicians no asha omo bottom because omo nim say campaign time do so a sofo ka kire the church members say because wafa citizen na kasa na omo gu ne na say ni nwan nti duro na ka kire say mi nwan mo nkwana mo koto mama ha mo no maso me ni akwa koto ama no sa de omo say bible ne say omo ye odwan hwefo meaning say omo gu ne na ni nyina no eye nwan anya me na make bible na kan ye nti no wo a wote sofo na asi bia no wo ye odwan na osofo no eye odwan hwefo na wo hwe so nti onya eka ogum mo nkwa didi mo didi enza mo nkoto aba ma we na mo na mu me ne ye kwa akoto aba no esa na eko no nti entie papa enso nsa ma oka
die abra yewura microcue ebeba be hia no me de meka no mesa aka biem atopa kese pa tempa reverend Owusu beba papa boni bia NPP dia ye o fa chayen reverend Owusu beba boni bia da Fakaye, o kind of bemuso. Was a more berry money if you say what dear bro. In fact, you are rima.
And you see more losing as a spiritual.
Aye! Offer, Nadia be pan a beba. Offer, a dear be pan a beba. Emma NPP 4. Messi, sir, you were Bawumia eba. Ashanti region. No, cause we course I say constituencies now. And they were to start from Bekwai. No about Bosumche, no about Sukwa.
Yes.
Na say you share Bekwai, and I say you share your fa Bosumche cry.
Yes, contancy.
Yes, share contancy offer. And yes, I Sukwa for near dear come a combo contancy. Oh, if they were free one. Go back. Any free, yes, I Bosumche nearby. You're free Bekwai, any abaho. If you didn't can't Bekwai for Suswesia. Yes, Susuni, but convoy near Dimrika. Etinya de obet my basin crofo from Bekwai to Bosomche. Eti uti say Nipana a share of a Bosomche no. True. And I say a genuine. So where are these people? Na lesson day of a dear seriously say Nipano ya bukuruma on Quatoye. Ubeko ni fear no one ho. Nestos wa 2 minutes away.
No, send the view.
One in the store. Also,
ma me can assembly wa ha no you see these politicians na so wicked and bad they say na che say ye to aba no kwa mutumi monitor ehun say list we ni we na ma meto ye we ba beto ama NPP we beto abeto ama NDC on the kind of mentality I dey to my mu anum into democracy no eno ne kro no a omode ebo no yenim say abatu ye to a privately. But according to Papa, or you're one of our communicators, no key communicators in Ibio. On one Casananu Muto say, yeah, to a banner, or mutu me call her book ni say, Nipa we mamma to ye, e to me con if you call and say, hey Joe, oh mamma to a body, Obacono new. And no can't be say, Anna, or Baba a can't say, Contase, who flew on no Hanoma, a dom. Tina make sure say. Because they are not using critical thinking. Omun use critical thinking into no. Omun to maintain say endwin who say there be Ghana for na nkasa no bi wo ho no mokra na make ba ube otifie pressure ni obedi kura den ma no into ube wo ba babo owo sisifia ni bi enti wo sa at least oba besa editing the pressure so but it do about trouble na but as a communicator untime ntena ase asese saa nyema we nyina na se ono omo kasa watumi kura atu omofo de afa ehonom eho de be hye se sofo na akekere nipa no sofo na asesa nipa na sie sofo na abọ mo refre sofo na ma akwadwura aka omo man kwankwoto aba no afa we so only do no nya ade ma na mpuntu omra mpuntu ben data egu nchen a sabi onyansa bi anim no eno na ode be bro nti ube work on sa data no na wunya mfa so bia emfa enfrim
pa yesrew
obi e bompa mo ayra
wofa me so wusu bempa rebro wusu bempe ye pa wo chaw NPP fo nyina srew papa sabre fie wo kura sesi ayi opa mo so wonka ho
oh yes no
opa mo so wonka ho na de gezi mu nyina ne ayi bedu kobi om so mo wonka ho bra wo fie ya NPP fo reverend ye pa wo chaw reverend ye koto srew ye pa wo chaw kase bonde bia ye panifo dia ye si ye chi wo ya meboa wo ni ade nyina da ye hu ye mfom so dan pare status wo tete grofo ye kayo en wo kwache dia ye ntie wo status wo tete grofo no
enti wahu nsemhunu ekeka se ya meaning say oye NPP sofo enti waye ade na enya eni se ye che no se ya o ena omode I intimidate eba ye security forces ni ade a we de ye nche no we de ye nka no uwie so anoma aba san aba ka kire say equality before the law but obi edi nsemhunu ede a yes we de ono de oye NPP sofo nti ye nche no ba papa hwe aban bi oti ni ba bi a odwe ne ho na asama aba no ono momu de ye che na eyeyi ene ye ne ene ne ye de tim e wa ha no mo no
we ye say dan pare no en wa kwachi wo wusu bempa ye a enne akofa de asama betu wo fom hwan enkofo enne wo mo fuma wo mo ne na mo bu nkrofo etutututu aba ade na dan pare nche wo mo yes she school die no ade na dan pare nche wo mo
so won dey show
omanya hwan ofa nte ja pare de ababa oja pare de ababa ofa me say asma ye kan say dan pare story ya wo tete nkrofo a ye stopping no awo den na tete ekwati wo wusu bempa ene akofa asem wo ya bre wana bone nsam me ya tibi ni abibi ni me bone nsam me mo me samu da
obi o say
na so na me ni control
obi o say owuro mu a no ko say so obi no jan pa this vice the between na kasa me jan
I don't need problem
o fe so obi a pick ko kana ordinary
I don't need problem no tia o sa akofa we nyina ba eti mo fa me fa wa fi di case yeso reverend wo wusu
nti abusha
Isaac Glorious Chapel International na
yes word
we glorious word
ti abusha ano na ha na mde ubesi nti yaman na ye timo no ne ye koso no meso so be subscribe to channel no no wa share invite afro no meka busuakuo no se na be di video foforo edit mu on sabeka bi na wa hwe ye be koso a live program no kakra se ya ebra busuakuo no ye kase no ye be phone line so na se bi also wo message bi eniama bi ekoso e wo man no ma enkoyie no na oso wa kire wadwen e wo ho yenua Sadiq Adams eye video bi efa eye ekwan a Ghana ye fa so etriti efunu ewo oman no echena ebo anapa be 8 ya ba ye ho live videos obetumi adwan ne me na ye wi a ye be bie lines no e de atom na e bia wonso bibia onim efa ho ne adwenkyere bia onim no na wonso wa kire wadwen e de amame ewo ehonom basa so be subscribe to channel no efi nso no ebia na ohia organic herbal medicine say stroke asthma diabetes any hepatitis B ya and on so befa number no twa go screen as na 054 330 4976 Udia Sampa Spiritual and Herbal Center you see home of tradition Udia Sampa Spiritual and Herbal Center you see truth but nothing more mackerel